Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining me. I've got with me today Zaheer Khan, who's the Global Director of Fund Development at Human Appeal, an international charity that is doing some fantastic work all around the world. And first and foremost, I really appreciate your time. They are having some upcoming events in the near future where Wasim, Akram and Waqar, Younis, two Pakistani cricketing legends, will be present at those events. So I want to go through some questions with Zaheer Bhai, so those of you that are watching this video can then find out where the events are, the donations, where they go, and what time the events are, etc., etc. Zaheer Bhai, thanks very much for your time.
No problem. Thank you so much for hosting us and highlighting such an important thing for us as well in our diary of Human Appeal, inshallah.
Zaheer Bhai, first of all, I said you're the Global Director of Fund Development. What does that entail? What's your role, please?
Sure. Well, I'm very fortunate to lead on all of our fund development activities here in the UK, in the USA, in Canada, and also now in France as well, where Human Appeal is raising vital funds and awareness to support our cause of working in over 33 countries across the world now. So it's a very important role. It's a role which obviously requires income generation, which means, involving the community to raise money to support our causes. And we always look at, the standard way of donating, which is when people just pick up the phone or visit our website. But then also equally as important, finding innovative ways where we can provide some entertainment to the community. They come, they have a great time. And then, of course, we raise awareness about some of the projects that we're doing, whether it's our response in Gaza at the moment, or whether it's our response to the famine in Yemen, or, of course, the long-standing support that we're giving to projects in Pakistan.
If people are making donations, etc., bidding for various things, if there's auctions on the night of these events, there's Zaheer Bhai, they'll want to know where their money goes. Could you explain?
Yeah, of course. So Human Appeal is a registered charity here in the UK. We're registered with the Charities Commission, which basically means all of our accounts are audited. So therefore, we spend within those means as well. So, of course, there's an expenditure that we have as an organisation, which is carefully monitored, and that can go on anything like salaries, etc. But more importantly than that, we spend money on the field itself. Just in 2025 alone, we responded to 12 emergencies in that time. We're now very proud to say we sponsor around 53,000 orphans across the world. When it comes to Gaza, we were described by one of the leading water agencies as the second most effective charity inside Gaza when it comes to delivering water. Over the last 3 years in Gaza, for instance, we've delivered almost 11 million cooked meals. So our response to emergencies, or whether it's ongoing sustainable programs, is so vital to the 7 million people that we're supporting across the world.
So basically, you have people on the ground out there in these locations.
That's right. Yeah, in the 33 countries that we're working in, a huge portion of those, we have our own offices where we have our own staff dedicated, working almost 24 hours of the day, around the clock, to serve the community. So, for instance, we have our own office inside Syria, inside Yemen, inside Gaza, inside Pakistan. So some of the most sort of needy areas across the world that we're seeing in the media during all the time is where our teams, our staff are actually based. They speak the language, they understand the currency, they understand the logistics behind things as well. They have great relationships with people on the ground, which means that we're very effective and very quick to be able to deliver aid.
And you mentioned some of the countries that you've got people out on the ground in, but 33 countries. Can you tell us about some of the other countries where that you are supporting and helping?
Of course. So we work in places like Bangladesh through partners. We're also working in a lot of the countries in Africa as well now. So we work in Nigeria, in Sudan, in Somalia, also in Senegal as well. So our reach is quite wide. There's also some work that we do within what we call domestic work. So we work, for instance, here in the UK, we have projects. We're supporting communities in Canada and the USA as well. So our reach isn't just the international work, but we also believe that we're, as a faith-based organization, wherever we are as Muslims, we serve our neighbors, whether they're Muslim or whether they're non-Muslim. It's a huge responsibility on us to reach out and try and bring some khair and some comfort to those regions.
And tell us a bit about Human Appeal. How long have you been associated with them? How long have they been running? And what are the priorities at the moment?
Of course. So Human Appeal is a charity founded in Manchester in the UK in 1991 by a group of medical students at the time. And I think their initial aim was just to try and respond to some of the emergencies that we were seeing at the time. Obviously, Gaza was always, an issue when it came to humanitarian work, but then there was also the conflict in Bosnia, etc. Fast forward now, those same founders and some of those still serve as trustees here at Human Appeal are still closely involved with the organization, and we've now found that we're an organization, as I've mentioned before, serving in over 33 countries and supporting 7 million people. So the charity has grown from strength to strength. It's one of the largest Muslim charities in the West. In fact, globally, it's one of the largest as well. And we're very proud of the work that our teams and our donors are allowing us to do. We have over 1 million donors globally. We have over 13,000 volunteers across the world, and it's their work which is a testament to the aid that we're giving. My personal journey with Human Appeal. So I've been working in charity now for 2 decades, over 20 years of working in the community. And I'm very fortunate to be able to say that next month actually celebrates my 9 years with Human Appeal, working in this field. And I've been very fortunate to have traveled pretty much across the world with Human Appeal, delivering aid, whether it's with Human Appeal or other organizations. But, I will always remember my time fondly of going to support the Rohingya Muslims inside Burma, going to Pakistan and delivering aid in the far-flung sort of deserts of Tarbakar, going to Jordan and packing a food truck full of 10 tons of aid, which within 4 weeks of that provided 400,000 meals inside Gaza. So alhamdulillah, very fortunate to be able to witness and to see the work of Human Appeal.
I guess donations are very important, but the events that are upcoming in the near future, the 3 events with Wasim, Akram, and Waqar Younis are also a great opportunity to get the name out there of Human Appeal and get more donations.
Yeah, I'm very excited with the Sultan of Swings event, and I actually named it that because I grew up in I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I remember fondly the Cricket World Cup, which Pakistan won, and it was a very proud moment for me as a British Muslim who has origins from Pakistan. And I always thought to myself, I want to relive that moment. And we had an opportunity to get Wasim and Waqar on board. So last year, or in fact at the start of this year, we took them on a trip where we went to Canada and the USA, and we did a very successful fundraising tour there. And the next mission for me was to bring them to the UK, where we have a huge Pakistani diaspora. And I thought, how great would it be to take them to places like London and Manchester and Birmingham, as well as inviting communities from Luton and Bradford, where there's a strong Muslim Pakistani community, and relive those wonder years. But then also, more importantly than that, support some of the projects that we've had to sideline because of Gaza. So the orphans that are living in Pakistan at the moment, or the livelihoods that we are supporting. So we're doing some projects which are supporting livelihood projects in Pakistan. And then we're also doing some school projects in Pakistan as well. Our plan through this tour is to rebuild an entire school in Pakistan to provide communities in Kashmir with that gift of education as well. So I'm very excited. And I think that getting Wasim and Waqar on board will really, enhance or ignite the flavor of giving in Sadaqah to our communities in Pakistan.
So what can our viewers expect if they're thinking about coming to the event? What will be the format of the event?
Of course. So we have a cricket commentator by the name of Atif Nawaz. I'm sure many will know him. He works with the BBC when it comes to cricket. He's an expert at cricket, but he's also a fantastic host and a comedian as well. So we're having him as the host, and he'll be the guy doing the Q&A session with Wasim and Waqar. Wasim and Waqar are just absolute magic. The chemistry between these two is amazing, and I witnessed it in the USA and in Canada. So having these two, legends of the game, one is, for me, the greatest all-rounder of all time, and the second is the fastest bowler of all time. being there and just reliving that magic moment. We'll have some archive footage of them in their heyday, coming down and bowling as well. Some of the events are taking place in really historic venues as well as modern venues. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, there's a 3-course meal, there's fundraising, there's an opportunity to network with people all over, whether it's from the business world or whether it's the showbiz world. We've got so many people lined up that are coming as well. So tickets are literally flying out. I'm very excited about this one.
So our viewers, can you just tell them the dates, the times and the venues, please?
Of course. So yes, so the first event takes place in Birmingham. The Birmingham event will take place at the brand new Guy de Arts and Restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant. It's on September the 18th, the Friday evening. Information or more detail is on our website, which is humanappeal.org.uk. The following day, we will then travel to Manchester. In Manchester, we are at, I believe, the Vermilion Restaurant. That, again, is going to be a great event. Really looking forward to it. And then on Sunday, we are in London. And again, details can be found on the website for anybody that's interested. Tickets are pretty much sold out. I know that tickets in London are completely sold out now. Birmingham only has a few tickets left, and the same with Manchester as well. So it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a great weekend. And I'm hoping that what we do there at this event is really going to transform the lives of thousands, if not tens and thousands of people in Pakistan who really need our support. So, sponsoring orphans, getting on board the opportunity for us to provide livelihood opportunities to parents or to families who have no hope, and then also to provide education to children in rural areas of Pakistan as well.
Okay, folks, so our viewers who are watching this, you've heard from Zaheer there. If you haven't got a ticket, get on the website and get that ticket pretty quick because they are going pretty fast. And as you've just heard there, the London event is already a sellout. So all the details of the events, where the money goes, etc., are all on the Human Appeal website. So do get on there and get those tickets fast. Thanks very much, Zaheer. Please keep on the line, and I'd just like to continue the conversation after we finish this recording.
I just want to say thank you to yourself and to PakPassion for coming on board and really supporting us as well. And we look forward to seeing you all on the 18th, the 19th, or the 20th. Thank you very much.
More than welcome. Thank you.